Okay, we have something very different here. So every year, the newest iPhone arrives, and then there comes a domino effect. The old generation iPhones, their prices start going down. And to many others, including me, I think the older iPhones are a better deal as compared to the newer iPhones. And no iPhone in particular justifies that example better than the iPhone 11. And in 2021, I think no iPhone ever is better than the iPhone 11 right now. So, with the domino effect, the older generation's iPhones prices start going down. And as you can see, the iPhone SE, the iPhone 10R, and the iPhone 11 are now sold at much cheaper rates as compared to when they arrived. And to many, they are a much better deal as compared to buying the newest iPhone right now, which is the iPhone 12 or the iPhone 12 Pro, or the 12 Pro Max for that matter. Let's first talk about the design, build, and the display. The design features aluminum on the outside, which has shown good signs of durability over the time I've used this phone. I have been using this phone without any cases or covers for majority of the time, and it has held up very well. The display was probably one of the most controversial thing about this phone, with the resolution being comparatively low as compared to, other flagship devices launched at the same time. The display is still 326 ppi, and it is pretty vibrant and also supports HDR video. And all the controversies, they proved out to be just controversies and nothing really much came out of it. The iPhone 11 has one of the most color accurate displays I've ever seen on a smartphone, and Apple tends to make very good LCD displays. Yes, it is LCD. You get the advantage of LED in the iPhone 12 or the 11 Pro model. The iPhone 11 has the LCD panel, but yes, I think we can all agree that Apple makes one of the most color accurate LCDs around in the world, and I think iPhone 11 had one of the most color accurate displays overall. Now let's talk about speed. I don't think we need to talk much about speed. The iPhone 11 had the A13 Bionic chip coupled with 4 gigabytes of RAM. You also couple that with the optimization of Apple and iOS. When Apple control the hardware and the software, the results are very much optimized as you have seen in the Apple MacBook Pro M1 or the MacBook Air M1. Similarly, we've been seeing this trend in iPhone for a very long period now, Apple controlling both the hardware and the software, and the results usually are top notch. So, the iPhone 11 has the Apple A13 Bionic chip, and this has been very consistent, very snappy, very fast, and you can also export 4K videos using iMovie if you're into that, and that statement also proves a lot about the capabilities of the A13 Bionic. Battery life. This has a 3110 milliamp hour battery, which is good. It lasts up to about 5 to 6 hours screen on time, and even in 2021, you're not likely to kill it in one day. It also has Qi wireless charging and fast wired charging for up to 20 watts. It's also compatible with the new MagSafe lineup for wireless chargers. You can even use any Qi wireless chargers. They're universally compatible, and Qi wireless chargers can be used to charge up your iPhone 11 for up to 5 watts, and MagSafe can be used to charge your iPhone 11 for up to 7.5 watts. Yes, fast wireless charging is not available, but fast wired charging can be achieved by getting an 18 or 20 watt Apple adapter, or by using a MacBook Pro or a MacBook Air adapter, because the iPhone 11 uses USB power delivery, so the MacBook Pro or the MacBook Air adapters are safe to use. Let's talk about cameras now. This is a great camera system. There are two cameras, the 12 megapixel wide angle and the 12 megapixel ultra wide lens, and I think Apple has done a considerably very good job in keeping the consistency between the ultra wide and the wide angle lens as close as possible. I think this has the most consistent switching from ultra wide to wide or vice versa when it comes to quality of the photo and color accuracy of the camera lens or camera system of the camera lens. You can also record videos in 4K at 60 FPS, and to be honest, the iPhones cannot be beaten when it comes to video recording. They probably have one of the best video recording cameras in a smartphone, and I've been clicking photos and clicking videos from all over the place with my iPhone 11. I've been sharing it over Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I've been receiving messages like, okay, which camera do you use, or did you use any DSLR or a mirrorless camera? But I've been always answering that no, this was shot on the iPhone 11, or this video was taken on the iPhone 11, and I've been getting pretty good responses when it comes to my photography skills with iPhone 11, because the cameras have been very consistent and very color accurate, and normal typical point and shoot without providing or putting in much effort also yields very good result in terms of the cameras. So I'm very, very happy with the camera system right now. Even in 2021, I think it's one of the best cameras, only beaten by the Pixel 4 or the iPhone 12. So you can't go wrong with the cameras here as well. Also, for those who are interested, this also has an IP68 rating for water and dust resistance. So it should do well in some typical tough conditions of water and dust, or if you splash some water or drop it in the pool, I think it should survive a considerable amount of time. And yeah, IP68, you know it. Let's now talk about software updates. I have an iPhone SE first generation, and the time I'm shooting this video, that iPhone SE is running an iOS 14.4, the latest version of iOS. So if Apple is willing to support the iPhone SE for about 5 to 6 years throughout its software update, I think this iPhone 11 is going to get at least 4 years of more software updates coming down the line. It's running iOS 14.4 right now, and I'm pretty sure it will be there receiving the iOS 18, or who knows, maybe 19 as well. So yes, Apple has been known for their extended period of time, for their customer support, for their software support. Yes, Apple have been consistent enough. They have a history of supporting their iPhones for a longer period of time when it comes to software updates. And to think that this would probably be getting iOS 19 as well, you cannot go wrong if you're depending on software updates to actually enhance the experience your phone provides. So yes, this will go down the line as a very handy feature, and the extended period of time for the software support will come in handy when this iPhone gets up ripe old age. Now, the question is, should you buy this? Should you go for this over iPhone 12 or your typical Android? I think you could. If you want a phone that nails all the basic fundamentals, that nails the camera system, that nails the battery life, that provides you with a decent enough screen, which is very color accurate indeed, and you don't have to break your bank to buy a phone, go for it. I think you should go for it. You don't have to go deep in your pockets or break your bank to buy an iPhone 11, to buy a phone that actually nails on all the fundamentals. But if you have the budget, if your pockets are deep enough, and you can go for an iPhone 12, don't skip it. Go for the iPhone 12 if you can. But if you're on a budget and you want a phone that nails all the fundamentals and you don't want to break your bank for it, you can go for the iPhone 12. Personal recommendation, go for the product red. It's sassy and it's cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.